Hey everyone, so I want to point something out to you about the Sharif strategy. And for those of you who follow our channel and on our team, you know that I've combined the Daven's Four Rules and Sharif strategy for success. And then I back tested the Sharif strategy for our team and saw that, you know, how you can get 10 to 20 pips easily. You just have to know what to look for. But for those of you who are struggling and you feel that you are using the Sharif strategy, you're still losing pips. Sometimes you win, you just don't understand what's going on. I'm going to help you out here and I'm going to show you why I combine it with Daven's Four Rules. And you can do the same, or you can just continue to do what you're doing. Now, I'm going to hide the MACD, okay? So looking at this, now we're just looking at the Sharif strategy. So if you see here, we have 3 sell candles coming down, and then you have these 2 candles that close outside of the Bollinger Band. That's confirmation number 1. Confirmation number 2, your RSI comes down to the 20 level and starts to point up. That's a confirmation number 2. Confirmation number 3, we want the blue stochastic line to come down and cross over the red signal line. So really, before this red candle had formed, we would have got in right here, okay? Now, normally you want to wait until you have a second candle that starts to form so that is a greater confirmation. So you have a buy candle here, and I'm not gonna lie to you, sometimes I enter on the first candle, but here's what could happen, and it's risky. This red candle started to form and you have a sell candle here, okay? So now you're having some pullback and the market is going opposite, and you might be wondering what is going on, right? But this is why you want to look at your overall trend. You want to see how the market is trending. You want to look at your support and resistance zones so that you can see potentially which way price will go, where you have an idea of where you can take profit. Let me show you why I add the MACD, because if I had added the MACD, how I incorporate Daven's Four Rules is by adding the MACD to it. Now, if I add the MACD, let me just show you. So I'm adding the MACD, okay? So right here, we would have entered for a Sharif strategy, right? But the MACD hadn't crossed. You see how the MACD is very far apart? Well, notice when the MACD finally crossed, which was on the second buy candle, okay? So you wouldn't have entered on the first candle because it still hadn't crossed yet. But right when that second candle starts to form, that's exactly when your momentum continued in the direction you wanted it to go. So that's why I like adding Daven's Four Rules and incorporating the two together. I use the Sharif strategy. So really with Sharif, you're using the overbought and oversold conditions on the RSI, and you're keeping it at 80-20 instead of 70-30, okay? Your stochastic, I have mine on 533 just to speed it up a little bit. And then your MACD is a momentum indicator. So that's going to confirm the momentum of the direction of where price is going. So if the Sharif strategy is difficult for you and you find that you get stopped out, or it goes the opposite direction and you don't understand why, then I would encourage you to incorporate the MACD or Daven's Four Rules. You combine the two and you focus on you can still focus on just the 15-minute chart, but that MACD is more of a greater confirmation for you. And it's still true, still the same. When you have a very strong setup and those extremely overbought and oversold conditions on all 4, then you still can get about a good 10 to 20 pips. So see, even if you had got in on this second candle, let's say we get in right when this second candle starts to form, already right here, that's 10 pips, okay? And I'm actually in this trade right now, and I'm pretty sure that I've already taken profit. So let me show you, for example, what I'm talking about. So yeah, a few of my trades took profit. And so I'll show you really quickly. Let's see okay. So you can see, where is it? Trying to get this close up for you, okay? So this is a demo account that I put this in because I shared this with our team. So that trade took profit, okay? And basically what I did was I entered on this second candle when the MACD started to cross, and I went for 10 pips. And one of them is still going right now. It's 1 pip away from taking profit. So I did a 10 pip stop loss for a 10 pip gain. Normally I do 20 pips. If I do a 10 pip stop loss and I have an extremely confirmed overbought, oversold condition trade like this, I go for about 20 pips and I trail my stop loss. So once I'm about 8 to 10 pips in profit, I close my first position. I do a twin trade. I close my first position with a 5 pip take profit. And my second position, I move my stop loss 1 pip past my entry price, and I do a 20 pip take profit. And as I see price continue to go in the direction that I want it to go in, I just continue to move up my stop loss. So I hope that this is very helpful for you. Like I said, demo your way to success. This definitely works. Both of the strategies work. You just have to really practice, practice, practice so that you know what you're looking for, and you will absolutely get it. So combine the two if you're struggling with just Sharif strategy alone, or you can use Daven's 4 rules by itself and just use the settings that I have here, and you'll be completely fine. You will profit every time if you just learn what to look for, you be patient, and once you have a strong confirmation like this, you don't have to worry about pullback. It's going to go, well, it's going to pull back, but you don't have to worry about it going against you. Remember to check the higher time frame to see which way the market is trending. And if you draw out your support and resistance, for example, if you go to the 1 hour, you'll see that this was an uptrend. However, if you would have drew a trend line, you would have seen that price broke the trend line. Okay, so price broke the trend line. However, on the 1 hour time frame, it is oversold. So buyers are losing momentum. You have a wick here that confirms that. This buy candle starts to form. I then I just do a horizontal line to get an idea of where price may possibly test again. And about right there is where I would expect it to. So that's where I'm confident in getting my 10 to 20 pips. And then I just go down to the lower time frame, and that gives me an idea of where I can take profit. And I usually will bring that down about right there. Okay. So I hope you find this helpful. Comment on this video if you have any questions. All the best to you guys.